Today, I'll be teaching us and guiding us on how to make an NHS job application. A lot of us have been on this journey, but they do not know how to make their applications properly on the NHS website. Most times, NHS job application can be done on track jobs and it can also be done on better jobs. It depends on which trust you are applying to. There are so many places where you can apply for NHS job. You can as well apply on the trust website. It depends on where you are going to find the job you are looking out for. Today, I'll be showing you how to apply for NHS job on Track Job. This is a popular website where NHS jobs are being advertised. If you go to Track Jobs, you will see many job opportunities, both for care workers and non-care workers. I'm talking about skilled workers. You can check this site out. Check out Track Jobs and see a lot of jobs listed on that website, and you might be able to get your dream job. So today I'll be sharing my screen with you to show you exactly how to apply for NHS jobs and secure your dream job. You're seeing my face for the very first time. My name is Oge, and on this channel, I talk about lifestyle, I talk about immigration, I guide you on how you can move abroad. So if this is what interests you, please kindly subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you get value from it, and I know you will. So make sure you click the notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be among the first to know and you will be able to watch those videos. So let's dive into it as I share my screen with you and show you how to land your dream job with the NHS. So the first thing you're going to do is you put in your email and your password. You put in your email, then your password. And you sign in. Yes, we have already signed in. So let's go and look for a particular job and you apply for this job with me. With that, you see how to make an NHS application. Let's find job. Job search. If you have not created an account, you do so. Healthcare assistant. We search for such jobs. This is bank. We're not going for it. We're looking for a full-time job that can give a certificate of sponsorship. Okay, this is band 3 in Blackpool. Okay, look at the job. Oh, this is part-time. Let's look for a full-time job and make application with it. All right, I think this suits what we are looking out for. It's a permanent role, it's full-time, and they issue certificate of sponsorship. This job is closing on the 27th of December 2023. So let's look at it. Before you apply for any job on the NHS website, before you apply for any job on Track Jobs or anywhere, as long as it's NHS, please, there's something called job description and person specification. Try as much as possible to go through these two things. Read them one after the other and understand what exactly they are talking about. This will help you in your application. It will also help you in your supporting statement, because what you write in your supporting statement would help determine if you're getting the job or not. Okay? So let's find out what this job is saying. I might not read in details so that I don't waste your time, but please try as much as possible to read in details before you make any application with the NHS. So these are the duties expected of this person if you actually want to be a senior healthcare assistant at Kent Community Health NHS Foundation Trust. Okay? So these are the required things. See the person's specification. The person's specification, there's qualifications, essential criteria. Essential criteria, it's a criteria that is non-negotiable. You need to have those criteria. Then there's desired criteria. Desired criteria, you might have that or you might not. But the desired one, you need to have them before you can apply for that particular role. So let's see the desired criteria for this particular role. Relevant level 3 qualification, NVQ3/QCF, diploma or certificate of care / advanced apprenticeship or equivalent, or working towards functional skills at level 2 and the rest. So experience, minimum of 2 years experience as a healthcare assistant. So if your CV is not saying 2 years experience and or above, then you do not qualify to apply for this role. In a health or social care setting, experience of working as part of a team, experience with the use of Microsoft Office and a variety of IT packages. In bracket, they said ePay, Eurostar, ATP/CIS. So these are the essential criteria. And here we are seeing desirable criteria. Experience of community nursing environment. It's a desirable criteria. It's not a must you have it. But if you are opportune to have this experience, it's a plus for you. And then knowledge. Essential criteria. Awareness of development in NHS, knowledge of up-to-date clinical practice, understands the role and merit of unregistered workers, and the rest. So I believe by now you understand the difference between essential and desirable, so that you know what to mention. Those desirable things are important things you need to mention on your supporting statement. It needs to be in your supporting statement. So please take note of this. Most times the job description is saved somewhere, but let's go into the application proper so that we'll see what we are talking about. This is also the job. You can get the job description here. If you click on this, you will see the job description. This is one thing you need to read and understand before you make an application. Okay, you download it and go through it. Then we click on apply now. Okay, senior healthcare assistant. So for the purpose of this video, I will try and accommodate those that are in the UK and those that are overseas, so that if you're in the UK and you've been finding it difficult getting a job in the NHS, going through this video might help you understand what you are doing wrong, same as those overseas. Are you currently an employee of Kent Community Health NHS Foundation Trust? If you are not, you say no. And if you are, you say yes. Choose your immigration status. Here, it confuses a lot of people. A lot of people do not know what to click here. Let me say this. If you're outside the UK, I expect you to know that you do not have the right to work in the UK. So you should be clicking, I do not have a visa or right to work in the UK. But if you're in the UK and you are a dependent, then your case is different. You look for your own option. There's a space for dependents. I have a dependent slash spouse visa. You read these things and you understand what it's talking about. Then, for those already in UK and they came in as skilled workers or they came in with a health and care visa from another company, but they wish to switch to the NHS and work for the NHS, then you come down here and look for yours. If you came in with a health and care visa, then you're clicking on this one. I have a health and care visa that was sponsored for me by my current employer. Okay? Then, if you came in with a skilled worker visa that is not health and care visa, then you're clicking on this one because there's a difference between skilled worker visa and health and care visa. A skilled worker visa is different from health and care visa. They are the ones that the government is talking about, that if they are coming from overseas, they need to get a job that will pay them 38,700 or thereabouts. So a skilled worker, if a skilled worker wants to switch to health and care visa, then this is what the person will click. I have a skilled worker visa that was sponsored for me by my current employer. If these ones that I mentioned now is not part of what you are experiencing, then you go through it and read all the options given here and know the one that suits you. One must fit in with your type of visa, or if you're settled, you can see yours as well. So, for the purpose of this video, I'll be clicking, I do not have the right or a visa to work in the UK. So, I'll be applying for this job like I am outside of the UK. I would also be throwing lights on things that people in the UK should do. So, if you wish to provide any additional information regarding your right to work / immigration status, please do so here. A lot of people usually jump this. When I've not learned how to apply for NHS application, sometimes I skip here, I don't do anything. But those outside the UK can skip it. But if you are in the UK, I recommend you come here and put in your BRP number, your BRP informations, when it's expiring, the date, okay? Put in all the information from your BRP, put it here. If it's possible, put your NIN, put them here. Let them have those informations. It will help them check you out if they want to and know that you are legally in the UK. So, at Kent Community Health NHS Foundation Trust, we are looking for people to join us who share our values. Before your application can be considered, please take part in our online value questionnaire. So, these people require you to do online value questionnaire, but a lot of NHS applications do not require this. So, for ones that require it, you can go and do the online value questionnaire before you continue. Then they will ask you, because this one is community, it will ask you, do you hold a current and valid driving license? So you choose if you have or not. I have, so I'm choosing valid driving license. Okay, remember that here is compulsory, so you need to do it. You need to answer that. Okay, I wouldn't want to waste your time with answering that question. Let me take you to something else very fast. I wouldn't want to waste your time. No, I do not have the right to work in the UK. Then key in what I told you here. If you're in the UK, then I have read and agreed to the private notice. That is when you must have read this. That applies for the data submitted in my application. You click on continue. Then the first stage of application has commenced. Okay, you must submit your application before 21st December. Incomplete application are deleted 90 days after the submission deadline. To speed up your application, you can use a recent application as the basis for your new application. Alternatively, you can start with a blank form. Here is one place that most people say I hear people a lot say that applying to the NHS is very difficult. If you make your first application with the NHS, this process will become easier for you, because the first one is usually the most difficult. And after the first one, then you can come here and say, use a recent application. When you use a recent application, it will go and bring the old CV you submitted with the NHS. And what you now need to update is your supporting statement. Okay? So you can use a recent application. If you use a recent application, it will highlight an old application and then launch it. But if you don't want to use it, you can go and make use of a blank one. So, personal details, you show your answers. I made use of some informations here. Mrs. Soge, 15 Estate Road. I'm just making use of it for the purpose of this video. I don't want the video to be long. I just created this. There's a place, if you open the account, if you watch the video I sent earlier, the video I made earlier regarding opening of track job account, you understand what I'm saying here. You just create these things and then start applying with it. These are informations I created for the purpose of this video. They are not real information. So, relationship, if you are related to a director or have a relationship with a director or employee of an appointed organization, not applicable, because I don't know any director. Okay, save and next. Before then, do you have any criminal conviction or caution that are not protected? And the red, no. You save and continue. So now that I've finished it, this mark section as complete will be highlighted for me to click on it. Then I will mark it. Then education and professional qualification. I can put in anything here, but let me say this. If you have any educational qualification, you have a degree, HND, NCE, it depends on the one you have. You can put them in here. Then you put the place where you actually did the program, you put the grade and your results and the year you obtained it. Let's say, for instance, you studied nursing. For instance, place of study, University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Okay, grade slash result. You can put 3.5 over 5, and then your result is second class honors. Upper division. This is an example. This is an example. So this is what is expected of you. Which year did you obtain it? Let's say 2009, for instance. Then you save and next. Relevant training courses attended. If you have a level 3 diploma in health and social care, you put it in here. Then for your care certification, don't go and write care certificates, 15 standards of care certificates, and that's it. Put them one after the other and you save and next. Membership of professional body. This is a senior carer role or health care role. It does not require the post, so I put in not required for this post. Professional bodies, please provide details below. Save and next. I don't require this. Then here, NHS services, I don't need this. This is not required of me. Save and next. Employer slash activity history. Please record below the details of full employment history, beginning with your current or most recent first. Up to 10 previous employments can be entered here if required. Please provide additional information regarding your employment history within the supporting information sector. You see, they are reminding you to talk about your employment in the supporting information sector. So, name of employer, Agatha Hospital. Then you put in the address, okay? 15 Estate Road. For the purpose of this video, type of business, care organization. Okay, who are you reporting to? Are you reporting to a nurse? Okay, let's say I'm reporting to a nurse. Then the nurse telephone number, you just put in the phone number. The job, your job title where you are working, healthcare assistant. Okay, the date you started working there, let's say June, and which year? June 2021. End date. If you're still working there, forget about end date. Do not put anything in end date. Then grade, let's say grade 8. Salary, you can put in your salary. Remember, it should be annual. Your salary should be annual salary. And then go and copy your currency. Copy your currency and put in here. My currency is Naira. That's it. You put in the currency, the sign of symbol of your currency. Period of notice. If you're giving them 1 month notice before you resign, you put it here. Reason for leaving, if applicable. My dear, you are still there. For people who have already left their job and they are no longer working, you type in the reason why you are leaving. At least something you are typing should be something that makes sense. Something like, I want to leave because of career progression. I'm leaving because I want to experience a vast, something like that, experience multicultural life and the rest. So then, brief description of your job duties. Go and get those things you talked about in your CV and check their own job description and see what they are looking for. Then you put them here. Okay? And save. If you have any gap within your employment history, please state the reason for the gaps below. If there's any gap on your CV, because United Kingdom do not joke with gaps on CV, explain it. If you've been at home taking care of your children, explain that you've been at home because of childcare reasons. Okay, explain it to them and then save. It's none of my business, so I'll put in not applicable, save, and next. Then this is for supporting information. This is a time where you bend down and write this very well. Go through these informations you have here to write your supporting statement or supporting information and give them the best here. If you have no idea of how to write supporting information, I help people write supporting information. You can reach out to me. I have the link in the description of this video, so you can check it out if you need it, and I will help you draft your supporting information. So you have to fill in this supporting information, save, and next. Okay, let's see. Fix now. Let's see what it asks me that I did not fill in well. Okay, next. Okay, I just did it so that it will allow me to move on. Were you referred to by an employee? I wasn't referred. Okay, save and next. Save. Then I have completed this section and it will mark it. Then we go to reference. For the reference, remember that you need to put a reference of where you have worked for up to 3 years. If your current place, you have worked there for just 1 year, you need to go backwards and find where you have worked the past 3 years and get your references from there. Okay? If you're successful prior to appointment, we will take up as many references as needed to cover all activities, including periods of employment and full-time education. So if you have been working for, let's say, 1 year, and the previous years you've been in school, that means your school will be the one to send in the reference. Maybe your HOD, if you've been in the secondary school, your principal. So you find out, it depends on your situation. Okay, including periods of employment and full-time education that you have undertaken over the past 3 years. Any offer will be subject to these being satisfactory. So you need to put in the information. Referee's title, nurse. Referee's first name, Esther. Surname, Smith. Referee's organization's name, Agatha Hospital. Your job title is healthcare assistant. Okay, how do they know you? Are they going to reference you for personal slash character reference, or is it from your school or your employer slash line manager? We're choosing employer slash line manager. So you click on Nigeria, choose the one where you are working. The telephone number, these ones are not compulsory, but they are required. Okay. Mm, can the reference be approached prior to interview? Please, you need to be careful here. If your employer is someone that when they see reference, they start acting funny, do not click on yes here unless you know your employer and your employer is your party, you understand. But please, I always recommend say no, get the job first before they start reaching out to your employer. Then period this reference covers, you put in the period it covers. I'll try and make it 3 years so that it won't ask me to get more information. Okay, I'll try and make it 3 years or more. So we're in December. Okay, yeah. What name would the referee know you by if different from your current name? It's not different from my current name, so we'll let it go. And if you have included another name, they will ask you, why has your name changed? Email address of your employer, and make sure that it's a professional email. I've talked about this before. Make sure that it's a professional email. This thing that I typed here is an example of a professional email. Okay. What else? You save. Okay, continue to fix. Let's fix it so that we'll be sure that we are done here. Edit. All right, let's fill in the address, 15 Estate Road. Country, Lagos, city, Lagos, county, Lagos. Postcode is not compulsory. So I think he just highlighted the compulsory ones that has been completed. And the moment you complete it, it will highlight this and you'll be able to mark this section as complete. Okay. So let's finish this one. This is the last stage. Please state your death date. This is death date, date of birth. Please indicate your gender. Female. Please indicate option which best describes your marital status. Married. Please indicate your origin. Black or Black British, African. I'm an African lady. Which of the following options best describes how you think of yourself? I'm straight or heterosexual, so I'm choosing straight. So please indicate your religion or belief. I'm a Christian, so I have chosen Christianity. So this place is about diversity and equality. If you know the one that suits you, if you know where you belong, kindly choose it. NHS will not discriminate, okay? According to the definition of disability, do you consider yourself to have a disability? I do not have a disability, so I clicked no. Reasonable adjustments will be made available should you be invited to interview. Save and next. Then please state where you first saw this post advertised. That's the site. That's the website I saw it. Save and next. Declaration. you read the declaration and be sure that you're not falsifying any information. I agree to the above declaration and save. Okay, so we have completed this. Watch out. The moment I click this, mark section as complete, this submit application will highlight green automatically. It will highlight, it will just be highlighted for me to click on it. But if I have not completed it and if I had not clicked on those mark section as complete, it will not be able to go through. So make sure you have clicked on mark section on all those other ones, and then this will be highlighted and you click on submit and submit your application. I hope this video was of great help to you. I hope you learned something great from it. If you did, please kindly give this video a thumbs up, like it, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.